middle. I was getting worried there for a moment because, like, normally there's lots of chatter going on before the stream starts, and there was nobody, and I'm thinking, ooh, I could be here by myself. I hope you're all well. I believe we're only in day 2 of lockdown, but I've got no idea. I've totally lost count of days. I think it's still Saturday night. It's amazing how you lose all concept of day and time. However, I started out the day well, and I ticked everything off my list for the first half of the day. And I got to the second half of the day, nothing. So I started out well. So I trust that you're all well. So there's been some banter on Twitter with Saltz and KJ. There's been some really big hints as to what's happening. We've got some ranting. Like, we know yesterday that she was really happy that she was on Discovery Plus. Well, today she's not happy she was on Discovery Plus. I plan to create. So now she's not happy. So, you know, it's just another day. There was also 2 Instagram lives, and Mrs. Care got the first one because the first one was at 4 a.m. my time, which was just a little bit too early for me. And the other one I managed to get, but that was also in 2 parts. So this was yesterday. Let me just show you this. Hi, Jessica. So this was yesterday. She shared a clip and she goes, oh, hey, that's me. And it says Katie YouTuber. And this is what I really think she has the issue is, because everyone's going to go looking for Katie YouTuber on YouTube and they won't find it. Today, everything changes. But she says here, as I've told you a million times, the Duggars are not suing me. They have not contacted any attorneys that I know or anyone else knows to sue me. There are no cease and desists. The Duggars have way bigger issues to deal with the media right now. She's not the media at the moment. Even if they tried to sue you, they'd have to sue every other outlet and YouTuber. She says, correct. And then someone else says, no, that's not how it works. I don't know what this is about, but if someone claims you are being sued by whomever for whatever, the onus is on them to simply show evidence of to their audience if they want to maintain their credibility. Simply structuring something around a wish does not make it fact. Talk to Ellie. She's obsessed with me being sued. I hope she finds peace and realizes that lawsuits don't automatically mean guilt. Anyone can be sued for anything, which is why it's important that all sides are represented fairly in reporting. Most lawsuits don't go to jail. I'm not talking to anybody. I commented on what you said in this tweet objectively. I don't know what it relates to, as stated in the beginning, but if you have troubles with other content creators, including my friends, talk to them and leave me out of them. TYSM and good day. It was a figure of speech. How do you know that they have not contacted attorneys? Do you expect that they're going to tell you first? Hi, Osbel. Hey, Osbel and Plan to Create and Leah, all the Aussies. Do you know that ScoMo's going to New Zealand tomorrow? For some meeting? Don't know why you couldn't do that meeting via Zoom like everybody else has to do. Sorry, that came out of nowhere. She said that Tati, she did say that, and in fact, it's essentially what she said. Then there's this. There will be no interviews given by either party. Just so you know. Stay tuned. Now, this happy that an agreement has been made. Now, everyone in this particular case can move on. Move on to the next lawsuit, no doubt. Without any common sense or morals, will not be able to control herself. I'm certain it's just a matter of time. At least Michael Brown got paid, and that is punishment on KJ, considering her absolute putrid ignorance. Well, I'm happy it's been resolved. I personally feel that tweeting about it and giving what it feels like teasers isn't a great idea for you or the other party, especially if you plan to keep it private. JMO. I hope it's gone well. Just concerned it will attract negative coverage. Actually, you have no control over from the lawsuit gives an interview. You lost the lawsuit. You are not the victim. The lawsuit was dismissed. If an agreement has been made between the parties, most likely there will be a clause that states that no one, including lawyers to the parties involved, will not comment on the issue or agreement. That means there will be no interviews. But two lawyers can talk law. No one is asking for interviews or asking about her settlement. Someone asked if Saltz would go onto EBD's channel. Nothing was mentioned about KJ. She didn't claim to be the victim, and the purpose of the settlement is compromise, so both parties win. Do you not know how civil courts work? I've got to show you Nate, the lawyer, as well, because he said Tardy won, and KJ jumped at him as well. She wasn't very happy. So there will be no interviews given. I have to show you Saltz's stuff as well. I just thought it was really funny. So Jill Duggar reunites with sisters Joanna and Jessa. Amy Rachel King, 101 Dalmatians, how they rescued and saved them all. I wish I could protect every precious child from those evil monsters out there. Just the same. I'm wondering if the other YouTube creators on YouTube whose clips were used in the latest on his son in real life was notified by Discovery Plus that they would be featured in the episodes. I never got notified. But it was 4 seconds. Is 4 seconds a feature? 4 seconds of footage. The episode with Sarah's stories was very compelling and detailed. I'm very glad she felt comfortable sharing her story and revealing how Unison and Kai groomed her as a teen. My only hope is that YouTube deplatforms him altogether. I truly hope that one day he is arrested for his crimes. But see, yesterday she was happy. But it was only 4 seconds. And how many of TLC's clips does she use in her videos? And they're a lot longer than what that clip was of her. Doesn't she understand for you she's public? Her information is public. Her videos are public. Well, and they took 4 seconds. She showed the clip yesterday, and she said yesterday that because she used their footage on her videos, that it was fine. Evil Monster, Josh Duggar's cousin Amy speaks out. Discovery Plus wanting Unison deplatform for grooming teens, but refuses to deplatform alleged abusers, child molesters, and pedophiles from their network. TLC is the definition of hypocrisy. Stop pretending like you care about kids. Discovery you don't. The utter hypocrisy of people screaming for justice when they are the ones perpetuating the abuse of others on their own platforms. I'll never understand. I'm outraged that my video appeared in Discovery Plus. So now she's outraged. She's outraged. Yesterday she was excited. Now, there are no winners and no losers when cases settle. It means both sides come to an agreement which is mutually beneficial. Fences, men, and people can move forward. There is no drama, no hate, and no winning. Everybody is happy. As long as she quit going after her family, then that's a win. And she blocked me. Oh, sorry, I forgot to put the screen up. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you, Shelley. Nobody told me. I was just reading her Twitter. As long as she quit going after her and the family, that's the win. And she blocked me, as is her right to do so. Taddy one, you deleted. Yay, happy days. I'm so pleased you finally saw the light and realised how much trauma you caused Taddy. Even though I don't agree with many things that you have said in the past, I really hope that you are genuine when you say that both sides have mended bridges and everyone is moving on. Because I imagine how stressful lawsuits can be for everyone. Oh, thanks, Shelley. I thought Joe was protecting the innocent. Well, I was trying to protect all your eyes. No. Great. Where did it just all go? You can see my homework there. That's all right. Because I can imagine how stressful lawsuits are for everyone involved. And I really hope that nothing will happen like this again in the future. You're delusional. Not true. So the crying about money you spent on a lawsuit that was supposed to be for your son was a lie to grift people out of more money you didn't use for the lawsuit. But you lost. You had to fork over money. And she says, not true. She did fork over a lot of cash to her attorney. Maybe she would think twice now she reports. That's just basic journalism, but we all know she's not a journalist. She's nothing more than a gossip rag mag. We all know Tati got what she wanted from KJ, her source. All right. And she says, I've never one time used Uber or Lyft. I don't even know if we have that where I live. Last night I had a dream I was using Uber to get home, but every time I ordered the car, they dropped me off at the wrong place, thus having to order a new one. I never got to my destination. You need a trip to the big city because you are in the drama business and it never ends with you, with how you are, not nice as you said on a live. You just paid a lot of money and you're still spinning your wheels. All right, I'm just going to do this again now. I'm going to pull up Saltz's tweets because she actually has a conversation with Michael Saltz on his page, which is and then I will show you Nate the Lawyers because Nate's the Lawyers was very interesting. All right. This is a really big thread. Okay. And she ended up with tons more subs from all right. So we looked at this yesterday where Michael Saltz said that they're likely not to see the inside of it. But he also got to catch up with somebody from his youth group. Someone from his youth group from over 30 years ago. So he's been able to catch up with that. He says everything closes early. She says COVID and unrest from George Floyd and Dante Wright's murder has most of downtown closed right now. Maybe next time you can enjoy the real experience. Then he says, we went to Borough last night. I probably had the best hamburger I ever tasted. She said, awesome. Glad you found a place with good eats and was still open. I don't imagine it's a good time in Minneapolis with lots going on. Looks like things are getting better for you at the moment. With patience, understanding, mutual forgiveness, compromise, anything is possible. So then there's lots of stuff. And then somebody talks about somebody asks about him going on channel, and that's where KJ says so there's that one. So everyone's talking about it. She's acting like Saltz stayed in her spare bed. It does actually. So, oh, there you go. Does this mean you can come on DB's channel when it's all said and done, please? And she said, no, she replies. Katie replies. So does that mean you can come on EDB's channel when all is said and done? She says, no interviews will be given. My question was for Michael. I'm on Michael's tweet. No interview was asked for. An appearance of my two favourite attorneys together, the amazing Emily D. Baker and Michael Saltz, was asked to Michael. She actually thought you wanted her to be interviewed. Need a good chuckle this morning, creep much. No interviews by anyone will be given about anything related to this. Again, I'm on Michael's tweet, not yours. Why is KJ answering on behalf of MS? So embarrassing. This is the problem with her. She doesn't know when to shut up. She can't respect boundaries. I hope he blocks her. Well, it's interesting because they're both unblocked. They're, you know. So what do you reckon about that? The fact that she's saying no interviews will be given. Now, I was talking to Poppy Seeds earlier about this, and she was stating that maybe one of her requests was that he doesn't have anything to do with Emily. It might be one of her, it might have been one of her demands. We don't know because we weren't there, but it is quite possible that may be something that she's put in place. So, as part of her condition. Because we know that she doesn't like Emily, and so she would know what would happen if Saltz went on Emily's platform. So there might be an agreement. We're just speculating here. So, but Poppy and I were discussing this earlier today about the implications of this. And you know, why would she be adamant about no interviews? And that could be why. Okay, let's look at what Nate the lawyer says, because she always takes things too far. All right. Gonna fight. Oh, Nate the lawyer, where is he? So there's two tweets here. There's two tweets from Nate the lawyer here. Okay, here we go. Because there's no way she can demand Michael not. No, I'm not saying that she can not demand. Well, I mean, they can be friends. There might be a time period in which he's not allowed to. People put in crazy demands when they're trying to mediate. And I mean, hey, he might have just laughed at her, but we were just talking about the fact that she said it twice. That was all. And it was just something that we speculated. All right, this is what he says. Why do I think it was a win for Tardy? 1, it was never about money. It was never about the money for Tardy. It was about getting the videos removed. The first go round likely cost $30K plus for WOACB. Tardy gets the videos removed. 3, at the end of the day, Tardy gets what she wanted at a steep price of $200K. $200K is a drop in the bucket for Tardy. She would make that back in a few videos. Zag says, except she hasn't made one in a year. But the second she comes back, she will boom. I never watched or subscribed to Tardy before because I wasn't really into makeup, but I will give her views and follow. Why? Because I'm all for supporting someone wronged by KJ. KJ is the best publicity for Tardy. Supporting people based on hating other people is bizarre. You don't know either of these women, nor do I. Why so much hate? Why not true predators like Unison or the raft of incels out there? Your fixation is on a 41-year-old woman because you find her abrasive. Okay, weird. But she actually replies. KJ replied. So there's lots of back and forth. Oh, look, I knew you didn't mean that towards me, Christoph Anois, but I'm just stating that's what we sort of hashed out today. Why would she be so adamant? Now, KJ, is it still here or did she delete it? There you go. You don't even know the details. There is no winning, losing here. She replies to Nate, the lawyer. Agreed. 200K could be an investment towards the bus partner suit. In my opinion, it's a net loss for KP. The sub increase seems to be correspond with the Duggar charges, not Tardy. All the Tardy videos are gone and KP's Twitter was wiped. If the court of public opinion is against the ICB, why is she growing? She regained viewers and grew before Duggar News. You're confusing a small community of critics to downright haters with a mere 100 million YouTube viewers. In my opinion, time has turned and people are sick of the highlighters. Duggar was arrested on the 30th of the 4th. I disagree that she grew before the Duggars news, but I'm open to discussion. I'm a former WOACB subscriber who unsubscribed due to KP's behaviour before the Tardy lawsuit. There we go. Duggar's arrest. But yes, so she says, you don't know the details. There is no winning or losing here. That was her response to Nate. That was her response to Nate. WOACB official, you said yourself everyone is happy. Beautiful Tati wanted these videos down and you removed them. Gosh, please quit showing your lack of intelligence and self-awareness. So there you go. What do you reckon about that? So she's really trying to bring out the narrative that there is no winner or loser. So here's the question for you. Is there a winner and loser? Says Tardy, what's the cost difference between the two parties, Nate? Tardy had a team of lawyers. Katie only had one. So what's your thoughts on that? On Nate's tweets. What do you think about this Twitter stuff today? Is anyone there or has chat frozen up? Is anybody there? It's like nothing's moving. Has chat frozen up? Have I frozen up? Am I not really here? She'll playing to create. Thank you. She'll always be a loser in your mind. Or has everyone just died of shock? Hi, Christopher and Lois. Hello, Peter. Hi, Lolly. All right. So for those of you that's just joining in, we're going through the tweets. I think Tardy won. We were just looking at Nate's video, Nate's tweet about the fact that Tardy, in his mind, he believed that Tardy won, and our friend at Without a Crystal Ball told Nate down here that he doesn't know the details and there is no winning or losing here. I think Nate is right, but if Swanson was playing KJ's legal fees, it cost her nothing. See, this is the thing, right? And I haven't discussed this with Poppy yet. Here's the thing. We all know that KJ would throw her own mother under a bus. This is my opinion, all right, my opinion. She would throw her mother under the bus if it was going to save her. In fact, she'd get in the bus and drive it, right? She's probably given up Swanson thinking it's going to save her. But what if he's vindictive and he turns the tables on her? And so when it comes to the lawsuit, between Halo Beauty and Swanson, or Tardy and Swanson, right? What if he throws her under the bus and then suddenly she's embroiled in this bigger lawsuit? So she thinks she's smarter than Swanson, but I don't think Swanson's a fool. I think he wanted somebody to run with the narrative, and he knew that she would be so desperate to run the story like that, she would run with it. She had to do something. Tidy made her change something. Remember, Tidy was never going to. That's right. This is just my thought and opinion. And I saw a YouTube video, and I'm going to see if I can find it. It was a creator I've never seen before, but she did it, and she actually does it in cartoon format, and it was really, really good. And this was the theory that they also had placed out there, that he was looking for a way to discredit Tardy, and he's used KJ as a pawn, and KJ fell for it. And so now she's embroiled in this mess. So let's see if I can find it, and then we'll go to Instagram Lives, which I must tell you are boring. Not very exciting, but 200 Well, he said it's because he said 200 grand, probably Tardy, because Tardy had to pay a team of lawyers. And that is probably going to be worth it in the long run, I think. She's completely, well, this is the thing. This is the interesting thing. She's deleted her second channel, and I was looking at Social Blade today. She's still managed to pick up another 10 subs. And she has, where is it? I didn't say one here. No, he's not on the Saltz in case. Oh, yeah, here we go. So this is somebody I'm going to use. So this is a creator I've never heard of, Rarely Cash. So Clark Swanson using Katie Joy, brilliant master plan unfolded on YouTube. This was in December. She's only got 26 subscribers, but she does all her videos as cartoons. So I'm going to give her a plug. Watch. So there you go. What do you reckon about that? What do you reckon about that? Ah! Like, that was pretty cool, wasn't it? So let me just pull up. I'll just pull up that again, and I'll give you the link. And so her whole channel is cartoons like that. So I think that's pretty amazing. There must be a big lag tonight. So that's had 208 views. So it was hard to read. My eyesight, it was bad. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll post the link here and you can have a look at it later. But essentially it was about the fact that Swanson set Katie up to take the fall, essentially. So that's the link. And so that's a creator called Rosalie Cash. And her whole video, there's a, if you you know, so like Shane Dawson, how Housewives of Salt Lake City. So there's a few videos there. So it could be worth, oh, without a crystal ball needs help. So there's only a few, there is only a few videos, but you know, it definitely has a few good little snippets in. I mean, that was a good video. I think her, well, that's why I'm saying she may get caught up. She may think it's over, but she may find herself embroiled into the other matter. Because if you look at, yes, she has taken a hit. She's deleted videos on her main channel. Yeah. So, which is really, really interesting. Okay, so let's look at our first, Katie Joy. Let's look at our first Instagram, which I can tell you now is going to be really, really boring. Well, particularly when she's telling like Nate the lawyer that he doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm sure Nate's done some negotiation of lawsuits in his time. I think most of the lawyers know how mediation is going to work. And don't forget, there will be terms in place that if she breaches any of those terms, it will be gloves off. They always have terms. And I don't think Saltz is going to not let it go. You know, I think, you know, he'll be ready. I think he'll be ready to pounce. And don't forget that he also knows what she's like. You know, we know what she's like. So, all right. So this was, now I've sped this up. I've got this really fast. So she's going to nearly start sounding like a chipmunk. But I can't handle the slowness. We know KJ can't follow rules. Now, looking at the comments on this video before we start, some of you are going to get very upset because the comments are she cares more about Amy than her son. Her dog knows KJ is a liar. She can stop everything for her dog but closes the door when her son needs her. Dog is stressed out, pets the dog. Son is stressed out, closes the door. So I'm just giving you a warning. I haven't seen it yet, but going by the comments, we may not like it. And this is part one. It's a two-parter, and then mine's a two-parter as well. All right.
How are you? It's been hanging over my head for a while. And I, a couple weeks ago, was feeling so stressed out. And when I was feeling stressed out, I was like, I got this message from Amy, Duggar King. And she was like, oh, I've got all new pre-orders in. And I was like, okay. And you guys, it's dangerous.
That's at 1.5
for me because I'm always trying to look.
That's at 1.5, by the way. That's at 1.5. And I just had to check because I thought I was sitting here going, I'm sure I sped that up.
cute and different and have different clothing to like just share with you so that you don't get bored in my wardrobe. There's this aspect of my job that's very anti who I am. I'm not a clothes horse. I've never been the type of person that buys a lot of clothes, but I have to with this type of work just to stay fresh and to look good on camera. And I make so many videos that I'm always trying to just like keep things in rotation, so I'm not wearing the same clothes every single video, because people notice that kind of thing, and it's fun to just look different. And so I bought a bunch of things.
I wear the same clothes nearly all the time, and I don't care. But seriously, I don't care. And at the end of the day, to be honest with you, I don't think you guys care. It's funny how she talks about parental alienation and of other families when she literally alienates her son in that life. Yes, I know.
On Amy's shop, and I just got them. And now Frida, my dog, is literally like stressed out about this, and she wants me to pet her. But I got a box of clothes, and like this is one thing I love about Amy is like she always sends notes. Literally, always sends notes. Like I ordered something, and Frida. I ordered something and it was out, and so then I had to order something different, and she called me on the phone to let me know that this...
That sounds like not a normal shop would do. That I've had phone calls to say, we can't fill this order, but we can give you this. And then, yeah, anyway. It just sounds like normal customer service.
Product wasn't going to be in. Are you done? Rita does not want me to show you. I know it's words, I'm sorry. It says, hey, girl, hope you love all of your items. It's because of the mirror. It's because it's a mirror. Sorry. Can't control how Instagram shows things on here. It says a romper is in place of the sunset one. To try to show you this, well, my dog is demanding that I pet her, and she wants her booty scratched. I'm trying to scratch her booty. And then...
Really? She wants her booty scratched? Can set your phone the mirror front camera service is cancelled, says Mrs. Care. Oh, I forgot to tell you the big news. The big news, the big news, the big news. The big news. I'm booked in for my COVID shot. Next Saturday. I've got to wait till next Saturday. But I'm booked in. I think they said that 125,000 people were vaccinated today. I think Amy needs to rethink her support for KJ. Did Jo say she wants her booty scratched? No, Frida wants her booty scratched. I don't want my booty scratched. Yeah, so I have to get the Pfizer, so I don't have a choice. Pfizer, yay. I've tried for the last 2 days to book, and at 4:30 this afternoon I tried and I finally got through. Okay. Yeah, so that was good. So the place closest to me I couldn't get in until June the 21st, and I said, well, let's try the next second closest, and yeah, which is a public hospital, and they've set up it's a bigger vaccination site. So I knew I'd probably get in there, but yeah, so the 5th. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. But yes, the first shot. And we also had another 5 cases today. There's 3,000 people who are close contacts who are currently in lockdown. We're all in lockdown, but there's 3,000 close contacts that have been identified from positive cases. There are 45 positive cases, 3,000 close contacts that are all getting tested. There's 150 locations. One of the people that was positive was a warehouse delivery driver for one of the main supermarkets. So guess what? He's been everywhere. Felt a little ill after the second, no big deal. You're so lucky for a small population. I'm still looking after Christmas for my 3rd. Well, you know what, Peter? In some ways, this lockdown has been a blessing in disguise, because the state government's like gone, we have to try and roll out the vaccinations. Well, hope we're glad. We'll find out one day if we made the right choice. No, we don't have a choice. If you're over 50, you have to have AstraZeneca here, and if you're under 50, you have to have Pfizer. There's no yeah. I believe you can. All right, so let's keep going with this.
And she sends these two. Frida, enough. Frida, it says, so grateful you placed an order. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to DM us on IG, email, or check with us on our website. And it's cute. And it has like all that on there. I know it's backwards. I'm sorry. I have an affiliate code, but I don't have like a sponsorship with her. And I've only like I think with my affiliate code, I've 3 people have bought things. I've made a total of $11. It's really not about sponsorships. Like if it were about a sponsorship, I would have been making more than $11. Honestly, I just buy the clothes, and the affiliate thing is just something you can do. The top I have on is actually from 3130 as well, the same place. She does. She just wants pets, so I can't even tell you guys about the clothes. I just wanted to show you. The cat came in here, and she got jealous, and that's why she's doing this.
Mrs. Care's written, thank you, Frida. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. Well, I thought affiliate code was sponsorship too, Peter.
The clothes I would say fit pretty true to size. I'm a small and extra small on top, and usually a small on the bottom. Okay, that's enough. That's a lot of pets. Yes, I know. It's stressful. She wants so many pets. Jill does have the same pet. She does.
I'd say Mrs. Cares right. Maybe she wants to go outside and have a pee and a poop and a play. That's what Mrs. Cares has said. Right. So now that was part A. Told you they're riveting. Hey, so riveting. Part 2. Here we go. Part 2.
I just opened my box of clothes from Amy's shop, 3130. I don't have a sponsorship. I have an affiliate code, but that's not why I actually buy the clothes. I've only ever made $11. It's not that big of a deal to me. I just love her boutique, and I love her clothes, and I love the quality. The top I have on right now is from there. So I just ordered a bunch of stuff after I was so stressed out. And this dress just came in. I'm so excited. It has like a peekaboo shoulder. Yay! It's like floor length. So excited. I bought a bunch of dresses. I love
Mrs. Cares, did you see what she wrote? Did you guys see what she wrote? I was thinking it. I wasn't going to say it.
Dresses. I love.
Her name both close because she's a duck. Mrs. Cares has written ugly. I actually was thinking, I don't think I like that. You didn't see it? It says ugly. Let's see if I can zoom in. No, well, there's a way.
I love dresses in the summer.
Yes, she wrote ugly. Oh, boy. Oh. I did think that, but I wasn't going to say it out loud. Anyone thought how great Brown must feel not having to deal with this? The man probably on the floor from celebration. Him and Saltz are probably out partying, actually, Peter. Neither of them have to deal with her again. Weird sense of style, says Teresa. Hello, Teresa.
And what's this? Ooh. I've been trying to buy things that are like more
Oh, she's written that said, is that a moo-moo? In the end, we just want all the behaviour, lies and hurting to stop. I don't think it will. Is that a moo-moo?
Ooh, this is cute. This is so cute.
You look like the pastor's wife. You look like the pastor's wife in these clothes. Brown probably is still owed you some money.
$31.30 is the shop. What's this? I've been like really into flowers this season. I don't know why I'm so into flowers, but every pattern that has flowers right now is just like I'm obsessed with. This is a dress.
What?
Like a baby doll dress. Remember these? Oh my gosh, they're like back. It reminds me of when I was a teenager.
Someone's actually written in the comments. Someone's written here, that's ugly. That person's going to get blocked. Why do those clothes, they look really big, don't they? Those are big sandals they bought. Yeah, why is it that Jill can find cute things at the store, but Katie finds, well, Jill's actually got that same shirt. It just, yeah.
You remember that? Baby doll dresses. I am for sure a small. See? Small. Small.
And someone says, why are people so rude?
Small. None of these are black. This is actually blue, and I wouldn't be going outside in this. So, this is a navy blue. This is navy blue, and this is blue as well.
Why wouldn't you be going outside in it? Did you just say I wouldn't be going outside in this stuff? Hello, Ellie. Thank you very much. Very appreciated. Oh, you guys really spoil me. You really do. Harrison was hoping to come on today, but he had to go out. I'm hoping that she will get, I'm hoping to get him on tomorrow. KJ buys from the 50% off part. No shade. I'm a 50% off or more shopper. It's simple. I do the same thing too, Peter. I only buy when they're on sale. And clothes, but because I've sped her up. I can slow her down, but I've sped her up because she's very it's very slow if I don't speed her up, but that's why she's talking fast. She's sped up.
So none of them are black. I'm short. I'm only 5'3". And then this romper.
Did you say a romper? We call them rompers, you know. Over here, if you talk about a romper, it's what a baby wears, which isn't all in one. That's called a play suit or a jumpsuit, a play suit. It's a play suit, Peter. I can't remember is that what we call them, play suits or jumpsuits? But we don't call them rompers because rompers are what babies wear. Someone said the clothes look like they're from Walmart. Whoops.
So excited about this. And this is also a small. Small.
My 2-year-old granddaughters wear rompers. Yeah, I see rompers are stuff for us here that babies wear or little kids wear, not adults. Yes, that's it. It's funny if you think about it. Amy's her only female friend. Coincidence, she's the only guy. Play suits for short, jumpsuits for long pants. That's right. That's what we call them. So it's I can't see whether that's a lot. I couldn't see. I think that's a short sleeve, so that's a play suit.
Oh, and I already have these, but these are shorts that I bought. Yep. So these are also a small.
Oh, who cares?
On the bottoms too. And I don't wear a diaper. I don't know who you are.
I didn't see that coming. Right.
So a small on the bottoms too. And I don't wear a diaper. I don't know who you are.
Romping. Well, that was the other thing. Romping we do in the bedroom, but if you're joyfully unavailable, that doesn't apply. I don't wear a diaper. We call them nappies here. We call them nappies. They're nappies. What? When she shows her jeans, they look like maternity. What? She keeps repeating herself. She drives me crazy. How she goes on and on. I can't believe she said that. And please stop bragging about being a small. It's like, whatever. I know, because like I'm going, oh, I'd like to be a small. Oh, jeez. What do you call undies over there? We call them undies. Unless they're the ones that go up your butt, and then we call them a G-string.
Hold on a second. Okay, they are.
We can call them knickers as well. Knickers, undies, both the same thing.
Yes. So yeah, this is the romper. So cute.
Play suit.
And these are my ripped jeans. Which, by the way, I don't remember what size these are. In case you're wondering, and you need to see. Let's see, what do these say?
Don't care.
Just to prove you wrong. I can't find the size. Oh, there it is.
Okay.
26. 26. I don't know what that means. I have no idea what a 26 means, but that's the size pants I wear. All right. I'm excited. The romper is super cute, isn't it?
Play suit.
Yeah. These shorts are super fun too.
I don't like the waistband. I don't like the waistband on the shorts. Oh, it looks like all from Walmart. Is the comment? Romper room wear. G-bangers, jocks. My dear mum called them foundation cabinets. I never spoiled myself like that. I put my kids first. Oh, maternity jeans, says Jennifer. 26 is usually a US, is a size 2 US. 27 is a 4 US. People stop speculating. I don't care. Foundation cabinets. Oh, it would be a crisis if she was a 28, right?
It means it would fit around your neck. I don't know what it means. I just know I just buy the size. You just went and bought the top. Yay!
And she's thinking, I hope you use my code. I buy everything with waists now. The best jeans that I got was actually a pair of jeans from Aldi, and they actually have a little elastic on either side, and they fit perfectly.
So it says in a women's bottom, it's a size 2, I guess. I don't know what that means. I honestly just buy my pants. Do you sell shoes and or accessories? She does. She sells shoes. She has accessories. She has jewelry,
No way you're a size 2. Wouldn't it be funny if it turned out they were LuLaRoe?
like sunglasses and scarves and all that kind of stuff. These jeans I have on are actually Levi's. Do you remember Levi's? I got back into Levi's this year. I haven't had a pair
Rachel Zoe is a size 2, and she's a skeleton.
Of Levi's in like since high school. And these are like
Hi, Peter. Hi, this is Tracy. She's passive-aggressively side-shaming in a way that she's speaking. I know I'm just joking about, but that's what's doing something negative to a female. Well, it is. Oh, yeah. Who is asking her such leading questions? Oh, these are comments. What I'm reading here are the comments that Mrs. Care puts into the comment box here. Like, if you go out, remember that the food is more important than looking good. That's how I feel, Peter. How sad, Amy, her only friend. Yes, Aldi's really good. You can pick up some good stuff from Aldi. And, of course, I mean, if she's spending lots of money from Amy, don't forget Amy's going to keep her sweet because she wants her to keep spending the money too.
Levi's 501s.
Can't afford a pair of Levi's.
I think it has to, I don't know. You have to ask Amy about the store name. I don't know. It's her favorite Bible verse, it says. But some of the stuff, like, there's only one thing that, like, only one outfit I bought that, like, it's like it's a full romper, like one piece, and it's to the floor, like the pants are all the way to the floor. It's what I had on yesterday, and I got in a small, and it fits, but it's like really like it's fitted around the waist because it's supposed to look kind of like a fitted suit. So I told Amy on those types of rompers that sizing up is a bad idea. Like it fits me, but I feel like if I would have gotten a medium, it wouldn't have been bad either.
I have to try gain weight, but the bragging about her size drives me nuts. Of course, I mean, my daughter gets told, she's too thin, but she eats a lot. But, it's like everybody's the size that they are. Just accept them for what they are. If they're healthy, doesn't matter.
I haven't had Levi's in such a long time. I think Lindsay Chrisley was wearing them in a photo she posted, and I wanted to know what kind of jeans they were, and she was like, "Oh, they're Levi's," and I was like, "What kind?" She's like, "501." I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go buy some." So that's what I did. Honestly, a lot of times I just see something that someone's wearing, and I ask them where they get it, and then they tell me.
I'm embarrassed for you dropping this girl's name every chance you get.
The original denim is Levi Strauss. Well, there you go.
As if she's something special. She was dressing up for Saltz. She wants to be everyone's Katie, not just Brown. I have seen her sitting in that recliner, and her thighs are not exactly too biggy. She's looking to see people tell her how gorgeous her new clothes are. So someone wants to know where the clothes are made in the US?
What I'm wearing is Levi's. I forgot how, they're not super stretchy. I forgot about that aspect of Levi's, but Denim obsessed.
Come back
I
to
don't
me.
know.
Come back to me when Miley Cyrus. Who else? Where's Frida gone?
I don't know where the clothes are made.
China.
The shorts are made in China. A lot of clothing these days is not made in the United States, which is sad. It's hard to find.
Jessie, Jessie, I can't wear stretchy pants anymore, moving around too much with my mini on the floor. What? Jessie life was much better. Okay. But honestly, she's just doing this. It doesn't bother me. It's the lies and the... Yeah. I'm trying to read what Mrs. Kerr's writing now. So she's saying Jessie's life was much better.
Clothing that's only made in the U.S. I wish they
without you.
Did.
Without you in it. Jessie's life was much better without you in it.
China.
Everything's made in China. Just be done with it.
India. It looks like she goes through she might be going through a wholesaler in New York who might be hoarding. Yeah, she's like going through a wholesale buyer, it looks like, in New York, which is where like the fashion districts are, and then they import directly. If you have like boutiques like that, you can get wholesale. China. Yes, I'm in the process of actually editing right now.
You can choose to buy ethical clothing, says Jessica. Yes, you can. I mean, and it's a lot more expensive too, ethical clothing, isn't it? This is so boring. Why do her subs watch this? I'm sorry, but the clothes are kind of ugly, says Christine. I don't think this is New York high fashion. I buy used. Well, the rest of the Douglas sisters, they usually buy used, don't they? Maybe she's bought it from Alibaba or something. This is why Amy keeps feeding her keeps feeding her info. Just gonna check something. I used to buy it as well. It's great. Buy PJs. All right.
Expensive. It's sad. I mean, it's horrible. Which is why we need better laws to protect people.
Or you buy ethical clothing.
It's sad. Because there's always a lot of problems in like Bangladesh with factories and stuff. But yes, I have another video coming out, and then I'm going to do another video, probably 2 more videos. So it looks like her wholesaler is in New York on Broadway.
There you go. She's defending her like as if to say she wouldn't do that. She's that. Anyway, I would live in my pajamas if I could too, to be honest with you. All right. That was part one. There was another one. And if you thought that was boring, you ain't seen nothing yet. I still am not sure what this was all about. But anyway, we got another one. And again, I'm going to, I can't speed this up. I'm sorry. I can't speed this one up.
I'm going to save this or not. I can't promise that I will. I don't like to save these a lot of the time simply because I don't like how they look in my feed.
I love that line. I don't like the way they look in my feed. I find it really interesting that she doesn't like it. She says she doesn't like the way it looks in her feed. I'm just going to play that again.
The time simply because I don't like how they look in my feed. I get really OCD about how my videos look, and I don't like to look at them later.
Oh, that's why she's not aware of the fact that her editing's not very good then, is it? Because she doesn't watch them back?
So obsessed with it when I was pregnant. Captain Crunch was my favorite. Yes, stretch marks, mothers.
And again, you can hear Toad in the background. He doesn't seem to be he hasn't been, I haven't got the impression he's very happy at the moment. I'm thinking he's a little bit stressed. If she has nothing to say, why does she go live? Why not? She yells at the subs that don't agree with it, with her.
Oh, my makeup is falling off right now. It's at the end of the night. I was also thinking about how I don't think people remember that, like, so I posted something about Lindsay Chrisley, right? I was laughing with her last night when I was texting with
See you, Jessica.
her because people always send me messages that we don't talk. And they're always trying to get us to hate each other. Or if I like don't mention her for like a few weeks, somehow like we aren't friends or we don't talk anymore. And I was laughing because out of nowhere, someone commented on my post about Lindsay, and I was like, I sent her a screenshot of it, and I was like, these people are hilarious. Like, they literally think if I don't talk about you, somehow we hate each other. This is the weirdest thing ever. So then I posted the photo, and she's like, all right, I'm going to comment. She gave it a little time, and she commented. And still people are commenting, and they're saying that we don't talk. I'm like, I gave you the post. She commented. And you still don't believe it. Like, I can't believe this. Oh my goodness. We became friends through when I covered, I did a video about her, like when Todd Chrisley, like, it was like in August of 2019. And he like was trying to like get nude photos of her, and it was so atrocious. And he was saying that there was nude videos about her, and I just thought it was so poor taste of a father to do this to his daughter. And he was like going after her online. And I honestly had this like small YouTube channel, and I just made a video just sort of like saying that like I felt bad for her, and that I don't know, I just could feel for her. And she literally just like reached out to me after I made that video, and we just started talking. And I don't really even cover her dad anymore, just because he pops off and he goes nuts. He literally is, in my opinion, pretty unpredictable. And he is yell at people, and he's right now, he's just like,
Told you this was Regina Hay, and I can't speed her up. So many people reaching out to Katie every day because of her antics at Josh's bail hearing. I wonder if she's allowed to entertain in the next court date.
Well, middle of two lawsuits. Well, in the middle of one lawsuit, and then he's facing his criminal indictment. And there's been so much going on behind the scenes with the criminal case and with the civil cases. And he's been like posting information of people that are part of his criminal case. And some of these people are witnesses in the criminal case. And I'm like watching all of this going like, aren't you like intimidating witnesses? He's like really aggressively mad at the state of Georgia, and he's trying to expose them. But nope, she didn't know me from the Amber and Teen Mom stuff. That was way before. This was before Amber and Teen Mom.
Lindsay keeps her peace with her so she will not go off after Caitlin from Teen Mum because they have a podcast together. I hope she doesn't get to cover it, but trying not to wish bad on others, unlike KJ.
So that's not how she knew me. The stuff with her dad happened in the summer. And the Amber stuff, well, I guess, but no, that's not how she knew me. I didn't post any of the audio stuff until the fall, I think. So, yeah, no, my channel wasn't huge with the Amber stuff until like the fall of that year, fall of 2019. So the Lindsay stuff was way before. And then the Amber stuff happened. But Lindsay's not like she doesn't watch, as crazy as this sounds. She's on a podcast with Kale, and she
does
not watch Teen Mom very much. So I usually know more about the show than she does. I usually know the gossip before she does. So I'm not going to probably save this, sweetheart. So, yeah. Anyways, she that's how it became.
So, yeah, someone asked so that it could be upsaved. And, yeah, she's not going to save it. But that's all right. All her stuff. She starts talking about how her haters record everything that she does. So we get a shout out at the end.
that way. And then we just, I don't know, we just get along. So we talk about stuff. I didn't watch Chrisley Knows Best, and I didn't know anything about her, honestly, before I ever knew about her and her dad. Like, I always used to tell her, like, she was the annoying girl on Kayla's podcast, because if I had to listen to Kayla's podcast for something that I was doing for work, I always had to, like, fast forward over her. And not because I disliked her. It was just more like, I'm working and I have to fast forward over this so I can get to the part where Kaylin talks, you know? So I just would always, like, refer to her as, like, the person that interrupted Kaylin, because I didn't really know who she was. And it's funny because now if I listen to the podcast, she's usually the only one I want to listen to. They have dialogue about the show. I think she knows, like, she knows the people on the show. And so she knows, like, some of the storylines, but she doesn't actually, like, watch the show. I don't know if that makes sense. And she doesn't always pay attention to the drama. Like, Kaylin will talk about stuff that's happening to her on the show, and then they talk about it. But that's, yeah. She doesn't really watch a lot of TV. So
this will stop in a minute because I get a phone call. Would you believe?
I think they met through Twitter. I think they met through Twitter. I know that their podcast dynamic, the whole idea was that they were so different, and that's why it would work. Because they're like polar opposites.
Okay, so that was that. That's part one. Let me just pull up part two, as I said, because I got a phone call at that point in time. How dare somebody ring me? Who cares about Lindsay? Triggered. Need to exercise. Oh, sorry. All right, well, there's more to come now. Who's she drinking? I don't know what she's drinking. This was back in the time when she relied on Twitter and the Ashley and to get her information and still got it wrong. Okay. All right, here we go.
Media. But the whole thing about a lot of times when you have two polar different personalities on the same thing draws viewers in because of the differences of opinions.
Oops. I think that's the phone call. Hang on. Sorry about that.
How tall am I? Where did that question come from?
Now, do you remember she told everybody how tall she was in her last live? Remember that? Now she's upset because someone's asking her.
How tall are you? Not to be rude. That's so funny when someone just pops in with a funny question like that. So random. Anyways, yeah. They met on social media. They both have chaotic childhoods, so I think that helps them bond.
Yes, I was super Cars fan. Peter, do you know whose car that is, though? It is, it's the number 17. Last year it was Dick Johnson Penske, and it was driven by Scott McLaughlin. This year it's Dick Johnson Racing, and it's driven by Will Davidson. But yes, I'm a supercars fan. That's the number 17. Shell V power car. It's famous. It's YouTube famous. I should let them know that I've made their cars YouTube famous now. So someone says here, turning 25 next week, what's the biggest piece of advice you can give a young adult? No, it's not. It's not Holden. Turning 25 next week, what's the biggest piece of advice you can give a young adult? Why would you ask her for advice?
I don't know. I feel like MTV's never going to cancel Teen Mom. I don't have a lot of tea this evening. I was just talking about Jamie Otis. I'm probably going to go.
I just realized my dressing gown is the same. Like, this is my dressing gown that I'm using as a blanket. I just realized it's the same color as her blanket.
I'm tired. But anyway, I shared that stuff. So
someone's saying it's their birthday in 1 hour. So there's going to be lots of people saying happy birthday, and she's going to get so confused.
I shared stuff about Lindsay, and I just wanted to remind people that her dad is actually still facing multiple indictments and 30 years in prison. So that hasn't gone away. It's still happening. He wasn't like proven innocent. Nothing was dismissed in that case. It's still going on.
He hasn't been proven innocent. He hasn't been proven guilty yet either. It's not innocence. You have to prove it's guilt.
TLC doesn't announce cancellations ever, really.
Did you just hear Toad's big sigh in the background? He's like sighing and banging again. She hasn't been proven innocent either. Thank you for all the Dug of Dirt lately. I'm always joyfully available for that.
I don't know when his trial is. They just had an evidentiary hearing like a month ago. Oh, I don't know that he'll get 2 years tops. He's facing 12 counts, and it's pretty extensive.
Can you hear all the noises going on? Lots of background noise. But Lindsay actually talked to her about talking fairly enough, even though they're estranged. Her family, even though they're estranged. I don't know, but I don't know anybody that would like. I mean, I can't believe that Amy Duggar likes the way that Katie talks about her family either, whether you're estranged or not. Because at the end of the day, you know, they're family, whether or not you like them, they're family, you know. And that's a bond that nobody can take away from you, even if you don't talk to each other or even if you aren't close. At the end of the day, if your family member rang you and said, I'm in trouble and I need you, you're going to jump in the car and you're going to go to them and you're going to help them regardless of whatever's happened in the past.
I just use Brow Wiz by Anastasia Beverly Hills. That's it. And a setter. That's it. Just eyebrow pencil and a setter.
I use the eyebrows that God gave me, and I just get out the shower and I just put moisturizer on And that's it. Todd probably gets sick of being invisible all the time. He's very loud, like he's very loud in the background. I thought he was loud last night, but he's a lot louder tonight in that, like he was a lot louder in the background of this one.
Yeah, he's been charged with bank fraud, wire fraud. The wire fraud, wire fraud is like serious. Tax evasion, something else, for millions of dollars. I think the indictment mentioned like more than a dozen banks maybe that were involved in this. I think it would be less serious if he hadn't involved all of these different banks and allegedly defrauded them of millions of dollars. Frida is, I don't know, sleeping.
Now, this is the thing. I thought she said that Frida is so nervous she has to sit on her all the time, and yet she's sleeping. Like, yeah, that confuses me as well. So, okay, what is that she's drinking? Does anyone know? Some type of bottle, of course. Does anyone know what that is? Oh, it's hard lemonade, is it? Hard lemonade? Okay. What's hard lemonade? Does that mean that, like, oh, it's got alcohol. Does that mean it's got alcohol in it? Oh, it's alcohol. Okay, cool. It's Mike's hard lemonade, maybe definitely alcohol, says Christine. It's not carbonated. She doesn't drink carbonated. She did that, and coffee's carbonated, remember? Hey, Marissa. I wonder, Angela, if she gets, yeah. Oh, my youngest high school graduation. Oh, cool. That's exciting, Tracy. Yeah. Means it contains alcohol. Okay. Aren't ours called, because I don't drink alcohol, I have no idea, but aren't ours called mixers or something? Aussies there? Or what are our, you know, because I've never heard of hard lemonade, but I know that you can get mixers. And I know a lot of people like their Jim Beam and Coke, you know.
Frida is upstairs sleeping. No, my eyebrow's actually, like, wearing off right here.
Thank you for the super sticker, Christopher. Always so lovely. Thank you. Has vodka, you think? My daughter had a boot camp story about drinking those and being out in the garbage can and couldn't get out as she's barely 5 foot tall. Wow. So her eyebrows are falling off.
It got smudged. Frida is asleep right now.
We just drink.
So, yeah, I wasn't really thrilled to be a part of the Onision thing, only because I don't really like the fact that I felt like the docu-series was just so haphazardly put together, and some of the girls didn't want to be a part of it.
Oh, we like our drive-through bottle shops. Do you know, Christine, we are in lockdown and essential services are only essential stores are open. that includes our bottle shops. All of our bottle shops are open. You can go through your drive-through bottle shop and get all the liquor that you need, because apparently liquor is essential.
Well, I'm not sure about the Katie Joy Live right now. We'll see. That channel got overrun by rude people, and I don't want to be in a place where haters feel like they can attack me. And
But the thing is, it was her channel. It was her. She was in charge of it. You are in charge of your own community space. You have to put the rules in, and you have to. Some liquor stores are open, but cleaning is not. I know. Frida has to go to bed early when Mummy drinks. Christine in Darwin, we still love our drive-through bottle shops. Do you know? So, Caitlin, they're telling us 7 days, and we're in day 2, I believe. However, I was talking to somebody at the shops. I had to go and get my essentials. We call these potato chips. These are our potato chips. I just nipped down to the shop to get my essential potato chips. And I spoke to the woman that was behind me. In fact, the supermarket looked like it had been ransacked. There was no meat. There was no eggs. There was no bread. There was no milk. There was no there was no flour. There was no toilet paper. There was everything had gone. And it was interesting because I said, oh, it looks like it's been ransacked. And she said, do you think we'll go 7? I said, no, I think we'll go 14. And she said, yeah, I think we'll go 14 as well. So we're already talking about we'll probably go 14. And the last time we were told we were going 14, we ended up being 4 months. So I don't think it will be as long, because they know they've traced every single case. They know exactly where it's come. So I've got 5 days left now. 5 days left. Yes, I know. I had to go. And my iced coffee. And there was no iced coffee. This is not even my brand of iced coffee. And I wasn't very happy because my brand of iced coffee had gone. I had to buy a different brand, and I don't like that. There was nothing. They were restocking it. And one of them says, I don't know why we're restocking it. It'll only be gone by tomorrow. I don't know what people are doing.
be rude. I love you, Emily.
I want to put in there D Baker.
Be rude. I love you, Emily.
D Baker.
It was such Troll City on that channel. Oh, that's not what Quinn told me, Nicole. But anyways, nope, I already got rid of memberships on that channel, so there's no need for you to cancel. All of the money was already refunded.
So you can hear Toadie in the background getting really loud. Hello, Keno. Hi, Lynn, Love and Light. I want somebody really smart to add D Baker on the end of that in her voice.
They record all of these clips, and then they try to use them to say that I'm a bad person. But they just think anything I say is bad, so I can't really help that.
Do I say that she's a bad person? That's chance. Cancer probably had something to do with Tardy. That's what I think. Maybe Toadie's banging around because she sits drinking and babbling about nothing while he takes care of everything. Could be triggering him to drink. I'm feeling weak from the vaccine and tired. Ah. That was great. I had a good laugh. Oh, dear. Oh, you do, Caitlin? See, I don't. You know. And it's deliberate. Like, I do it deliberately. I'm going to be honest with you. I do it deliberately as well. I tend to ask questions. I'll ask, what do you think? And everything like that. And that way, it's not coming from me. She could have made it members only. So that's part of the deal. If he's really an alcoholic, it's very disrespectful of her to drink in front of him. Well, he could be carrying on about that too. And that was it. That was it. That's why you have a great community. Yeah, because I want you to it's about you generating the chat and talking about the things that you want to talk about. It's not about me. Now, I was reading a few months ago, there was that politician that was caught getting changed in Parliament. Oh, he got caught again. He got caught again. The Canadians. Oh, so hilarious. So I read it today and I laughed. Canadian politician seen urinating during virtual meeting. He was also seen nude during the House of Commons meeting on Zoom. A member of Canada's Parliament apologised after he spotted urinating during a House of Commons meeting on Zoom. Someone participating in Wednesday's meeting spotted MP William Amos, a ruling member of the Liberal Party from Quebec, urinating, even though the lawmaker apparently was not on the primary screen at the time. Last night, while attending House of Commons proceedings virtually in a non-public setting, I urinated without realising I was on camera. Amos said in a statement Thursday, while accidentally and not visible to the public. This was completely unacceptable. and I apologise unreservedly. The proceedings are only streamed online to the world because of the pandemic, although only active speakers are shown on screen. It's important to have a safe workplace for everybody on Parliament Hill, and we take these matters extremely serious. Says Charles Eric Lepine, spokesman for the Liberal government whip, Mark Holland by email. Amos, 46, who was captured nude during a House of Commons virtual meeting in April, said he would temporarily relinquish his committee duties and his role as parliamentary secretary to the Minister of Innovation, Science and seek assistance. He was elected on the House of Commons in 2015. The April incident inspired jokes on the Tonight Show Live, starring Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel Live. Later, the New Democratic Party told the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation on Friday he believes someone saw Amos urinating via Parliament's internal feed and amplified the incident. This is happening in parliamentary Zoom session where only one image is public, which is whoever's speaking or the speaker's speaking, and the rest of it, the MPs can see the images, he said. And for that to be shared and to end up with media, to me, is problematic. I think the focus should be on him, Amos, getting help, he said. But there are special concerns because of his repeat exposure. He said he was accidentally captured on video in April during the House of Commons meeting, changing into work clothes after a run. Surprised we've not got our pollies, considering how full of Peter, they're too busy admiring each other's temples. All right, so you plan to create, I guess the sound of him tinkling caught the camera. And then he says, obviously it was an honest mistake and it won't happen again. Conservative Deputy House Leader Karen Vecchio expressed doubt that the on-camera urination was accidental. This is the second time he's been caught on camera exposing himself to his colleagues in the House of Commons, virtual or otherwise. Must be free of this type of unacceptable behaviour. She blamed his party for tolerating his actions. This is a pattern of behaviour from Mr. Amos. It's now clear that Trudeau's, I can't even say his name, I'm laughing so much I can't even spit his name out. Liberals failed their duty to ensure a safe work environment following the first incident. So there you go. So it happened again. I don't suppose they'll be showing any footage of that. Have they done it? Have they actually got it? Not that I want to see it, but he can't even get his Zoom right. He can't get his... Oh, boy. Oh, I tell you. Oh, he's made another statement. Oh, but it's in French. I can't read it in French. Oh, here we go. You gotta go. All right. So this is, this is his Twitter. Oh. Oh, boy. See, where else do you get this type of information from? So this says, so this is a statement. So first bit's in, oh, great. Where did it go? First bit's on. It says register for free to keep reading. No thanks. It was there for so long. All right, I'm not going to watch. Not interested now. All right, I'll try later. Here it is again. Let's try this again. So here it is in French. So statement by Member of Parliament Will Amos, Ottawa, May 27, 2021. Last night, while attending the House of Commons proceedings virtually in a non-public setting, I urinated without realising I was on camera. I'm deeply embarrassed by my actions and the stress they may have caused anybody who witnessed them. While accidental and not visible to the public, this was completely unacceptable. I apologise unreservedly. I'll be stepping aside temporarily from my role as Parliamentary Secretary and from my committee duties so I can seek assistance. What type of assistance? I will continue to represent my constituents and I'm grateful to be their voice in Parliament. I'm deeply appreciative of the support of my staff and my family. So what assistance? Well, I mean, I have questions. I have questions. Was he on his phone and what was his phone doing in the bathroom with him? Or was he in the bathroom and there's questions. And did he flush and wash his hands? That's my next question. Because none of that's mentioned. Did he sing happy birthday while he washed his hands? Oh, boy. So there you go. Canada. Oh. How's it really boring? Politicians are really boring. Oh, that's good. That was good. His rep did a great job writing the statement. They did, didn't they? But oh, I tell you, that's like it's quite funny. So now they're wondering whether it is an accident or whether it was deliberate. Surely, like once, did it once, but twice? I don't know. Oh, this one makes it even worse. This is what the Guardian's saying. Oh, where are we? The Guardian is actually saying he's not in the toilet. It's a cup. And seeking after urinating in a cup. Makes it worse. So it was a cup. Amos was talking on the phone at his desk when he decided to urinate in a coffee cup rather than to pause or end his call. Oh, that's worse. I thought it was in the bathroom. Two politicians wake up. And yet he says he didn't know he was on Do Not Google. So, political. So my brain just exploded. So he's in his office. All he had to do was mute his phone and turn off his camera to go to the bathroom or excuse himself from the meeting. But don't drink from anyone's cup. So if you visit Canada's Parliament House, don't drink from the cups. Oh, boy, that is worse. I urinated without realizing I was on camera into a cup. Surely he must have realized what is wrong. So I help they're going to go, now, Will, when we want to go to number ones, we need to go to the toilet. We don't pee in cups. Oh, so jealous. Why can't we have politicians that do exciting things like this? It wouldn't fit in the cup anyway. And KJ had the nerve to complain what was in a community cup. He's a little too free and easy in his office. He is, isn't he? Wow. Could you could you imagine though being on a Zoom call and hearing that or seeing that? Oh, it would gross me out. It really would. We don't claim him, says Elliot. we need somebody like that to make our. I would like to start. I'd like to start harassment to HR, please. So, how's the public reacted to it, all you Canadians? If the Amazon workers have to peanut butter, why not make the pollies go do the same? Oh dear. Oh, I would have thought he would have had a bathroom off his office. Don't they? Most of them have bathrooms off their office. Oh, we're back on the Duggar train again. So this has just been posted. Jessa Seawald's sister-in-law, Jessica Lester, who appeared on an episode of Say Yes to the Dress in 2009, filed for divorce from her husband on May 21. Fans have been debating if something was up after Jessica removed all her photos of her husband from her Instagram. Court records obtained by WOACB show she filed on May 21, 2021. I hope things are doing okay. So she's actually pulled up. She's actually, why did I? No, I don't want to like it. I don't want to like it. So she's pulled up the divorce stuff. With assistance, not well. Joe, people think he did it on purpose. Well, that's what seems to be the general consensus in the Parliament world. So is he likely to get re-elected? Because, I mean, we have some politicians that do some crazy stuff, but they keep getting the accidental like, I know. It's a bit like peeing in the cup. No, it's not. Nothing like it. Yeah, so she's got the divorce filings, which I don't know that it's Jessica Seawald's sister-in-law. Like, she's not a public figure, is she? So it's Ben's sister. So anyway. Oh boy. How does she keep getting away with it? I don't know how she keeps getting away with it. I really don't. I'd love to be able to give you an answer, but I don't have one. Because he's Liberal and French, there's a good chance he gets re-elected. Yeah, so we have, but she only got them through Ancestry. She doesn't go to, well, she doesn't, no, she can't, yeah, she wouldn't go to the state registries, would she? We have some pretty weird people here, and you've got to wonder how they get re-elected. But nothing like that. Does French have to do with being elected? Yeah, we have some crazy ones. We have a few under investigation too. Some suing people for defamation. We do have Barnaby. Him and he's the reason why there was a bonk ban. I don't think you guys know what a bonk ban is, but there was ban on politicians doing the business. when they were on parliamentary work. I thought being weird was a criteria for being a politician. So, because quite a few of them have had quite a few liaisons with staff members when they're supposed to be working. And so one of the prime ministers actually brought in a ban, and it was called the bonk ban. I'm deadly serious, Alberta, because this Barnaby, he ended up leaving his wife for his staffer. In fact, she actually got pregnant. And I think now he's got 2 kids with that. But Barnaby did expose Amber Heard, so we give him that. He did it, yes. The coolest ban I've ever heard of, yeah. I think it was Turnbull, wasn't it, that brought that in? I bet that guy. All right, so here it is. Oh, this is from a Crikey, which is a bit of a satire magazine. So they're going to give us a very interesting. I'm going to use that. So bonk ban revisited. How one bonk ban. So there was a Four Corners program called showing inappropriate conduct of several politicians, and which was published shortly after Malcolm Turnbull's infamous parliamentary bonk ban. If Barnaby Joyce calls Parliament House a mad boarding school, then the public bar in the South Canberra suburb of Manuka is where horny students escape to blow off steam. So they talk about, so it says, fast forward to, and Malcolm Turnbull's bonk ban in the wake of the Joyce campaign affair seems to have put the exuberance of the late night haunt on ice. His affair wasn't the first, no, it won't be the last in the Canberra bubble. In a sitting week, there are more than 3,000 people working at Capitol Hill. And like any big workplace, the relationships are formed under pressure. But it doesn't seem like we'll be seeing as many illicit PDAs around town anytime soon. There's speculation amongst insiders following the introduction of the relationship rule, bonk ban. MPs and staffers were warned to avoid the public bar. So anyway, it was so this is Barnaby, but yes, it was because there was quite a few it was because quite a few politicians got caught with their leg over. Another phrase that we use is with their leg over, and yeah, it was. And in fact, the opposition, so it says federal Labor backs coalition's bonk ban on ministers sleeping with staff. This is the opposition leader. He has actually gone even further and has banned relationships forming with members of their staff. So he's put a ban on it. He said no. So there you go. So that's about as crazy as we got. So we had one we should have bonk banned Clinton. We had one prime minister that put a bonk ban on all of his ministers, and we had the opposition leader. So this is the opposition leader. He banned all of his party from forming relationships with staffers. So yeah. Oh, it's been it's hilarious. So this is about 2018. I mean, so this is only a few years. This is a few years ago. Like that, all of this happened. All right, and then so this is another one. So this is the bonking ban explained. I was at Parliament House in 2019 and couldn't find anyone to bonk. Mind you, I was not looking. Have you seen those blokes? Yes. So it says, and this was the Deputy Prime Minister. And so the Prime Minister essentially put the ban in place for the Deputy Prime Minister. This is how bad it was. This is how bad it was. We can laugh about it now. Deputy Prime Minister Barnaby Joyce is defiantly refusing to resign as leader of the National Party in the wake of the scandal over his affair with a former staffer. And so it says, what is a bonking ban? Ministers, regardless of whether they are married or single, must not engage in sexual relations with their staff. Doing so will constitute a breach of standards. And the Deputy Prime Minister came out and said his comments were inept, unnecessary and hurtful. Anyway, Barnaby did actually resign as Deputy Prime Minister. So what politicians are saying about the bonk ban, it sends a message to the Australian people that somehow the Parliament is some insatiable orgy, and it isn't. Australians are pretty tolerant about a bit of casual bonking, but is that a hanging offence? Should you lose your job over it? The Prime Minister's Code of Conduct isn't worth the paper it's written on. If common decency doesn't tell you that it is a problem to sleep with your staff, then changing the Code of Conduct really doesn't. This is Labor Deputy Leader, 10-year plus. Stop bonking. I think I'm not sure whether the I think the ban is still. I think it's well. It says the Prime Minister made a very clear statement yesterday of leadership where it indicated to the women of Australia and the women who work for us in Parliament that they should be treated with respect in the workplace. I like this one. The Prime Minister put his hand up and said, I'm the Prime Minister. I think the Deputy Prime Minister is hopeless. He should reconsider his position. He has breached the standards, but I can't do anything about it. The bonk ban is bonkers, and it shows the whole thing, the whole attack on Barnaby Joyce is driven by one thing, sex. Anyway, so that's about one of our most controversial, that's about the most exciting thing that we've had happen, is this bonk ban. So anyway. And I've probably just done I've just probably now destroyed my monetization now. It is funny, isn't it? But Barnaby Joyce has 2 children now with his new partner. Yeah. It's almost woke my husband up with that one. Oh. So anyway, that's yeah, it's about the best we've got. And it looks like that is still in place too, by the way. It's called it's actually called a code of conduct, but everyone calls it the bonk ban. That's what they call it. So, well, on that note, I'm going to head to bed and have a sleep. Thank you for joining me. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Trust Aussies to come up with this. We'd be crazy. We are crazy sometimes. Yeah. So I think that's another Australian. I think that's another Australian term. So yes. Yeah, so the plural of that is bonking. Bonking. So, yeah. So if someone's just walked in and they're hearing the word bonk and bonking, they've got no idea what we're talking about. But don't forget it was the Canadians that got us down this track. She's beyond this. She's yeah. Let's go bonking the bonking the bonking. Yes, that's right. Well, considering that probably you could say that and no one will know what you're talking about. But I think I didn't, Joe. Oh, yeah, I cannot kill. Yeah, because I got onto the fact. Yeah, blame Canada. I got onto the fact about your politician peeing in a cup during a meeting. Bonking drought here. Have a good night, everyone. Yeah, no, that's all right, Alberta. That's all right. I just had to remember back to what I said. That's how you use it in a sentence. But yes, so there's another Australian phrase you've learnt. And you can tell everybody that you learnt something about Australian politics, that there is a bonk ban between politicians and their staff. There's no horizontal tango happening. It's banned. Actually, they haven't said that they can't. Politicians. They've only done it. They've only said about staffers. They haven't said with politician and politician. Good one too. I'm going to use it on my son. Anyway, I'm glad that you've been able to have a bit of a laugh. So thank you for joining me. If you can just hit like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And I'll catch you probably tomorrow night. I think it's day 3. Oh, look, I've already lost track of days. I've got my list tomorrow. I've got an exam on Tuesday, so I have to actually get stuck in. I actually have to have all of those ticked off. So I'm set up for my final day before my exam on Tuesday. And then I can relax a little bit. Good. All right, bonking in my day was not said. It probably wasn't said. No. I actually think it's very sad that they've actually had to make it a thing. Like they've actually had to ban it. I think like it's pretty bad. But there was Barnaby Joyce and then 2 other senior ministers that were also caught. So it was, yes, foundation garments. Yeah, thank you. So Tuesday is my exam, and then I've got my recitals the following week. So I've also got to start getting all my final arrangements done for my first set of recitals, which some of those songs will make up some of the album. So I've done one song, and I've got another 3 to go. So, all right. Well, I'll catch you all later. Thank you all for joining me, and have a good day or good night or whatever you're going to do. Thanks.